Imagine an era when India, known as the jewel in the crown of the British Empire, began to yearn for freedom. This was a time when the British East India Company had firmly established itself on Indian soil, wielding its power with an iron fist. The company's rule morphed into direct British rule, leading to a period of exploitation that left the Indian population reeling. The British policies, designed to benefit the empire, often came at a significant cost to the Indian people, stirring resentment and dissent. This growing unrest led to the formation of the Indian National Congress in 1885, followed by the establishment of the Muslim League in 1906. These two political bodies would play pivotal roles in the fight for India's independence, setting the stage for a long and arduous struggle. As the 20th century dawned, the call for independence grew louder, echoing through the length and breadth of India. With the coming of leaders like Mahatma Gandhi and Subhash Chandra Bose, the fight for independence took a revolutionary turn. Gandhi's non-cooperation movement in 1920 was a bold step, promoting peaceful disobedience and non-compliance to the British laws. This was followed by the civil disobedience movement in 1930, where the Salt March became a symbol of defiance against oppressive British salt laws. Gandhi's call for the Quit India movement in 1942 was a clarion call for the end of British rule. Parallelly, Subhash Chandra Bose was carving out a different path. He formed the Indian National Army in 1942, rallying against the British with a military approach. Bose traveled extensively, garnering international support for India's independence. These were not just movements, they were the embodiment of the indomitable spirit of India. The relentless struggle of these freedom fighters started to shake the very foundations of the British Empire in India. As World War II ended, the British, weakened and under international pressure, began to consider the prospect of granting India its freedom. It was a period of intense negotiations, as the British government found itself at the table with the Indian National Congress and the Muslim League, each presenting their own vision for a post-colonial India. Central to these discussions was the Mountbatten Plan, named after Lord Mountbatten, the last Viceroy of India. This plan proposed a radical solution: the partition of India into two independent nations. One would be a Hindu-majority India, and the other a new Muslim-majority country, Pakistan. The decision was not without controversy, sparking debates and tensions that lingered for years. But it was a step that marked the end of over 2 centuries of British rule. And so, at the stroke of midnight on August 15, 1947, India awoke to life and freedom, as the British finally relinquished their hold. The journey to independence was long and fraught with challenges, but the spirit of India remained unbroken. It all began with the formation of the Indian National Congress and the Muslim League, creating a platform for political dialogue and the articulation of demands for freedom. This was followed by the non-cooperation and civil disobedience movements, a peaceful yet powerful protest against British rule. Then came the Quit India movement, a clarion call for the British to leave India, echoing across the nation. The formation of the Indian National Army added a new dimension to the fight for freedom, underscoring the readiness of Indians to take up arms if necessary. The final act was a series of negotiations, a delicate dance of diplomacy leading to the dawn of independence. And then, in 1947, India breathed as a free nation, its tryst with destiny fulfilled. India's struggle for independence serves as a testament to the power of unity, determination, and the indomitable spirit of freedom.